What it's showing is what's your performance over a period of time, and it's an average of what all of your buyers are presenting, not that one rating.
I understand what you're saying, but the problem is, yes, of course, most people who leave you positive feedback will also leave you good DSRs. Most paying people will do that. But someone who's savvy enough in the system, who wants to get back at you for giving a strike to them, will leave you a positive, because you would never go to eBay to get a positive removed, and you wouldn't be absolutely sure who left that DSR. You can't prove it. It's anonymous. So that's how they take a whack at you. So I can lose my power seller discount because of someone who didn't pay me.
So in that case, I just wanted to point out one thing, is that if the buyer does respond but doesn't pay, I assume you said as you're going through the process and you've closed the dispute, the buyer has got a strike. And the other change we've made here is that, yes, if the feedback has been left, we will remove it. But if the feedback has not been left, then the buyer cannot leave feedback for that transaction.
Hi Brian, I'm Larry Phillips, and I'm from the Internet Merchants Association. This is a great segue for what I want to ask you. We created a website. I'm the creator and the webmaster of a website called leavingfeedback.com. And the purpose of the website is to educate buyers. Oh, you're absolutely right, eBay should have done this. I really can't answer why. What I'd like to do from this point forward is be able to say I spoke to Brian Burke at eBay Live, and he told me that the answer to that question is. So I'd like to know why you didn't do it. Is that a 4? I'm not concerned about 1s, 2s, and 3s, because frankly, I think people understand those. The question is a 4. Prior to this setup, these new processes, somebody would have to walk on water for me to rate them a 5. According to your descriptions and your words, if my description is accurate and my communication is good and my shipping time is quickly and my shipping cost is reasonable, I will lose my power seller status. I will be disadvantaged in search. And I will lose my. So I don't disagree with what you're saying about the 5-point scale. You need to change the words then to make the words more indicative of what the numbers really mean.
So one of the DSRs, what DSRs we're asking, and we're looking and we're going out to buyers and sellers, looking at those who use DSRs frequently, infrequently, or not at all, and getting their input. We're also, we've got a 76% adoption rate on DSRs. Should we make them mandatory every time someone leaves feedback? It's some of the information that we want to do. So, no. It doesn't impact your score. It impacts your percentage. So there's a difference. So show of hands would prefer that we just completely remove neutrals altogether, and the buyer who wanted to leave you a neutral would leave you a negative.
It's true with sellers, not necessarily buyers. There's a lot more books out there than buyers looking to get more sellers. Our stuff.
Would you still be on eBay if there weren't any buyers here? And I want to share with you, when we bring in buyers and do focus groups, they have just as much emotion about the experience they've had on eBay and the times they've been dissatisfied. It's not that they come in and they're happy with everything and they're leaving neutrals even though they meant it was a positive. They're actually having bad experiences, and these changes, as tough as they are about getting the people who are making those bad experiences off the site so that those of you who are providing good experiences are doing better and better.
If there was more communication between eBay and sellers, and I'm talking about like eBay employees going to visit sellers really being asked for feedback about how things are going. And I'm not talking about a survey that's done by a third party where you get a $50 gift card. I'm talking about like hardcore discussions, hardcore metrics being generated, because you're not operating with all of our data and we're not operating off of your data. We have to get closer together, and then I think we'll both be a little more successful.
Negative for 7 days. I think it should be just the same. Like he was talking about communication. If most sellers knew they were going to get one, they would fix it. It should be that they file a negative feedback the same way you file UPI. Wait 7 days, file it, let me respond, give me those 8 days to fix it, and then if they're still not satisfied, then let it post.